Okay, I will begin. I am candidate A, and I will be telling you about my point from our topic, which is in today's society, more people are trying to lose weight, and what could be their reasons. Well, for me, my reason is because of health, because as I could see in my family, some of my family members are overweight, and most of them have diabetes, which is caused by excess sugars in their body and they are turned into fats. And diabetes is a really major problem because if if it becomes too serious, you could lose even a limb because of diabetes. And I see that my father, especially my father, who has also breathing problems when he is sleeping, it causes them to become insomniac people. And sometimes if taken too much, like if they have too little sleep, it causes them to have depression, which is even more serious. And they are trying to lose weight day by day by becoming more healthy and living a better life. And that is all from me.
Okay, I will continue candidate A. I a candidate B. And another reason many people want to lose their weight because they want to be fashionable, especially like a teenager who love fashion and a woman too. In this era, the fashion designers are very narrow-minded. Designers who limit their creation only for the selective size, especially like a size S, M, and also L. They only design the small size. The designer also made a design for a thin body, and it is very hard to find a big size to people who has a big body. The big size is less fashionable. Example like the right dresser. It is one of the reasons why people want to lose their weight. Many trends of fashion are usually for a skinny people only.
Okay. To continue the point, I am candidate C. For more people are trying to lose weight, what are the reasons? So my reason is because of social pressure. This is because we live in a generation where everyone is beauty obsessed, and this competition where who's the most desirable exists, and this causes real strong social pressure between the society. It affects everyone in the laser community, no matter how old or how young. It affects everyone. So the society has standardized beauty, where being skinny or white or Barbie doll-like figure, having a Barbie doll-like figure is good. Well, it's actually not good because television show, television shows or advertisement on televisions, they show Barbie-like models, and this causes people, especially teenagers, little girls, to watch this and they want to be skinny, they want to be beautiful, but in a very unhealthy way. We should instill the self-loving traits inside ourselves because it's the most proper thing to do in today's society. And so we can also avoid uh, the anorexia mental illness like anorexia nervosa or depression, which is a very common mental illness nowadays. So we should really avoid that because that mental illness exists in today's society and everyone should be aware of that. So yeah, that's my point.
Okay, okay. Now we'll continue with our discussion.
Hmm.
As I mentioned earlier, my point was self reasons, and this I believe that my point relates so much to candidate C's point, which is about social pressure and how people want to be Barbie doll-like and causes depression and anorexia nervosa. And these kind of things relates to my point, which is obesity being like the next major problem next to those problems, and also depression. And in my opinion, the social pressure caused, as your point said mentioned earlier, social pressure through television and social media, these kind of things actually causes them to be more problematic. And in my opinion, this could be like the next major problem. And I believe that because of this, I would strongly suggest that people would look better. People would do it for healthier reasons and not because of what social has pressured us to do.
Okay.
My point is to be a fashionable. A woman and a teenager also who love fashion struggle to lose their weight. And for me, the most people want to lose their weight is are women, and it is all about fashion. And I agree with candidate C because fashion designer are create clothes for small bodies, and this may oversize people feel pressure because they want to look good.
Okay. So moving on to my point, which was because of social pressure, we know that we live in a society where it's actually pretty screwed up because of this whole competition between teenagers. I have to actually agree with both points because they have their own balance of what relates to mine. So first, because of like candidate A said, because of health reasons, not only diabetes or depression, it can cause also anorexia nervosa, which I already mentioned earlier. And this is actually a common problem where everyone, teenage girls especially, restrict themselves from eating healthily. So this can cause like an immense amount of social pressure in today's society, and this can be related to candidate B's points, which is to be fashionable. So this pressure, after being restricting themselves from eating, this one of the reasons they do that is to fit in the most fashionable trends that we have nowadays, which is very unhealthy, and which is very unhealthy because clothes should be made in various sizes because not only skinny people exist, everyone exists and everyone matters. Okay, that's all for discussion. Thank you.